To move up to the next level in his piano school, Christopher needs to master at least 64 songs. He has already mastered 13 songs. If Christopher can typically master 10 songs per month, what is the minimum number of months it will take him to move to the next level? Now, when we start this problem, the first thing we want to do is make sure we read it enough so we understand what the question is asking us. Once we have read it, we want to make sure we can pick out key words to set up our equation. If we go through the first sentence, Christopher needs to master at least 64 songs. So we see the problem, at least 64 songs. So when we look at that, we want to think, is it going to be greater than or equal to? Or less than or equal to? So when we look at these two, when we see at least, we know it's going to be greater than or equal to. So in looking at this, to start off our equation, we are going to write greater than and equal to 64. So that sets up for the right-hand side of our equation. To set up the left, we'll continue reading through the problem. He has already mastered 13 songs, so we know Christopher has already mastered his 13 songs, so we can write that on the left side. If Christopher can typically master 10 songs per month, what is the minimum number of months it will take him to move to the next level? Since we are looking for the number of months, months becomes our variable x. So that will be the variable we will be solving for at the end. So if Christopher can typically master 10 songs per month, he will have 10 songs per month, and our month is x, so we'll have our variable x next to 10, and that'll stand for our 10 songs per month. And then what we'll do is we'll just add the 13 songs he's already mastered. So this will give us our equation to solve for x. 10x plus 13 is greater than or equal to 64. The next thing we want to do is isolate our variable x and solve for it. Now that we have our equation, we are going to solve for our variable x. To do so, the first step we will take is to subtract 13 from both sides, leaving us with a 10x on the left, which is greater than or equal to 64 minus 13, which is 51. The next thing we will do to isolate our variable x, since 10 is being multiplied by x, we are going to divide both sides by 10. So the 10's divide to 1, and we are left with x greater than or equal to 51 over 10. Now remember, since we divided by a positive number, our sign, our greater than or equal to sign, will not change. To simplify this a little more, x is going to have to be greater than or equal to 5.1. So this answer tells us that Christopher will have at least 5.1 months to master his piano songs.